want a place to hold all your OCs because your computer is a complete butthead and doesn't have enough space? Yes, I do. That's me. Hi. I have too many OCs, and especially after Art Fight. Let's look into some sites that can help us organize our OCs just a little bit better. This will be just a first impression kind of thing. I'm not going into full detail, but I am going into what I expect from the sites and what I like about the sites so far. But we're going in it bare basics. I've fooled around with these websites for just about a month now. I have worked with Unveil for about a year now, maybe a year and a half. But we'll get into that when we get into that. So let's look at what we got here. First up, we have Unveil. I've found them through a Twitter post like last year or so. I don't know why I came to them and I found them, but I did, and I'm glad I did. Nick's site, you know her, you love her. We got Toyhouse. I've known about Toyhouse for quite some time, never managed to get in, and nor did it ever spark my interest. Even though friends have showed me, like, they're really cool, like, designs or whatever. I just want to know more about the OCs. Also, I couldn't get a code either way, so it's like, okay, we're just not gonna mess around with that. Also, adoptables. I'm sorry, I love adoptables as much as the next gal, but it's a world I do not want to get into. And last but not least, the new upcomer, we got ourselves a little character hub here. Now, I've been looking for alternatives because I got really curious about character sites and stuff like that for, character hosting. So I knew of Toyhouse and, of course, Unveil. But I wanted to see if there was any other kind of, character hosting kind of site or storage site. And Character Hub fits the bill. But lo and behold, I didn't know about them until last month when they got a little sponsorship. So I gave it a go. And, oh boy, do I have thoughts. How does the homepage fare? On Unveil, there's questions of the day and other little updates if you've been on the site before, and big featured OCs and worlds on the front page. Also, cute little quotes from Unveil superstars. So right off the bat, it gives you things to explore outside of what you come to the site to intentionally do, which is upload OCs. And then you got 4 options up there: follower, explore, market, and creations. And then along, of course, with the upload button, which is a little plus symbol, and notifications. Nice, simple, clean, and easy. On Toyhouse, it looks super clean and slick. We have recent, random, and I believe your feed. And, profile, forms, browse, and there's a lot of subsections to all those. Of course, underneath your username, there's also other things, subsections as well. There's a lot. But it also looks very empty as well. Kind of gives me the 2005 vibe and look. I kind of like it. Oh boy, Character Hub, the front page. Where do I begin? There's, of course, creations on the site here, and there's home, creation, notifications, roleplay, social space. I don't know what that is yet. My Fan Works, Marketplace, Character Shop, Premium. There's a lot of stuff on the side. And there's events, social raffles, quizzes. That's a lot. They also give you options to look at the feed and personalize it the way you would like. They have recommendations. They have filters on here. So it's a little bit like Unveil, where they have stuff already featured, but you could also personalize it and it's already up there on the front page. It's a lot. I'm getting overwhelmed just looking at it, and it's no fault in them. They're trying to keep things more lively on the site, and I like that. It just feels like I'm getting overwhelmed, though. That's my general first impression. Now, how easy is it to find things on the site? Let's take, for example, we would like to upload something to the website. Let's try that. For Unveil, it's just clicking on that little plus button, and it should give you 2 options of creating a character or a world. Nice, simple, easy. But if you didn't know that was the thing to press from the front page, I would be confused too. So you take that as you will, I guess. Finding the submit button on Toyhouse, it's just as easy. Just press press submit, and then it has character on the top, because that's what you came here, baby, for. And then there's bulletin, image, literature, and world. And I don't know what image is. Do they just end up in a folder? First impressions, I don't know. I'll have to explore this later, but quite interesting that they give you more than just 2 options like Unveil. Speaking of options, let's go head over to Character Hub hub, we have create. I believe that's where you create things, right? Let's upload a character. Whoa, you get characters, store world, social space, folder, post, and marketplace listings. So that's also a lot of options that I will have to look into as well, but easy enough to find because it's a plus symbol like unveil, but there's also create after that, so you know what you're getting yourself into there. So I like that. So the next thing I would like to look at for each site is community and events. I know at least on Unveil they have little events to get everybody, characters interacting with each other and everything like that. So I think it's really a cute and swell idea. Let's take a look at Unveil right now. They have it right on their front page, the latest community event under Welcome Back, which is so nice. And it has a whole listing of little events, and how it works on their site, I believe it's through hashtags. And you'll be able to find like the events or whatever through hashtags and finding characters that way in their search engine. So that's really cute and nice and easy. I would mention their Discord, however, that has almost nothing to do with their website. We're judging them as their website's first impression. So yeah, can't give them any extra for that, but however, you should really join their Discord. They're really nice and swell and sweet, okay? And they're so nice. I just can't say they're nice enough. Now, I haven't been on Toyhouse, so I don't know how it works. However, there is a forum there that looks like it's really active, and I'm assuming they would have little events through there. I assume it looks nice. I just don't know where to go through first for the forums, but I'm pretty sure maybe even people individually do little events for their OCs and have them interact with others. So I guess it just depends on what you want to do and how to go about it. If you want to have a little event of your own there, I mean, that's what I would do if I was interactive on the forums. But yeah. All right, so we're still on the front page for Character Hub, and there's a lot of events. There's raffles. I'm not even looking at the raffles. I'm sure that equates to events, but they actually have a thing called events. There's 30 events available as opposed to Unveil and Toyhouse, which is crazy. Let's take a look at some of these. I'm curious. There's writing prompts, there's art share, there's daily art pulls, there's daily character pulls. There's so many events. So if you're kind of don't know what to do with your OCs, maybe this could help you figure out what to do and draw for your OCs, and maybe even get you interact with other people's OC if you don't know. Heck, if one event passes you by, you'll have another one there. I guess they're really big on community, so that's one plus for them in case you're curious. So this next one is features, but I'm just going to go with what major things that they have on the site that you could do. And we're going to look into that right now. Starting with Unveil. Unveil, there's Explore, Market, and Creations. Let's see. Creations is just like your own stuff. There's Marketplace that has like adoptables and other type stuff like that. There's Explore, which is you explore other people's OC. And that's basically it. However, there's a special feature with the Explore page. There's a randomizer, and they treat it like playing cards. And you get to shuffle them. You get to reveal all. It's whatever you want to do with that. But this is a cool way to find new OCs, which is so nice. Creating-wise, there's only worlds and add character for right now. But I'm sure there's a lot of different stuff. Probably. I'm not sure. But they're always cooking at Unveil. For Toyhouse, there's also a randomizer that kind of works like, I would say, their randomizer at Unveil, but we're not trying to compare them quite yet. So they have submit, bulletin, image. Also, one of their key features, I believe, on Toyhouse is just HTML and CCS, all the customization on the site that you could make your profile look pretty and cool, and your OCs can live there and have a happy little room to live in, which is so cute. But I think that's like their major feature. There's also folders, there's tags, there's sorting characters. There's a lot on here feature-wise. It's robust if you get around that it looks kind of plain and barren, and there's like so much more to fill up. So if you could get past that, it could be really cool. Alright, so on Character Hub, I want to say that their events and raffles and quizzes are just part of the whole features on their site, because it's like right up there and they really push it, and I think that's really cool. There's also FanWorks. I don't know what FanWorks is. I'm going to look into that. Open for FanWork. So I guess it's like fan fiction. And wow, you could write fan fictions on here. There's a lot more in here. It's more focused on like more art, not just your OCs. However, like it's mainly an OC site, but if like you have like fan OCs work with your own OCs, maybe that could be something. There's creations, notifications, role play. I believe they have like a lot of role play on here. I think you can do. I'm not sure. I don't even want to look into that quite yet. I need to explore more. There's the marketplace on here as well. It's all looking pretty Gucci. There's my post, my presets, bookmarks. There's bookmarks on here now. There's a lot to go through. I haven't explored Character Hub if you haven't noticed, but it looks like it has a lot more features than the other two sites. So what do I hope to achieve with each site? Obviously, the same thing. I want to hoard all my OCs on there. That way I don't forget them and I have a place to always go back to and be like, oh, I know where that OC is from. And I don't have to look through my countless back paper logs that I've had. And in case anything happens to said paper backlogs, I know where to find them on the OC sites. I also am hoping to organize them by like AUs and maybe hopefully write down more for them. However, if I do and when I do, I would like to put that on private. So I'm going to test out their private stuff. There's a lot of things I would like to do. I just haven't had time to do. So I just want to make sure that each site can do a little something for me, especially since I want to organize old drawings and drawings that aren't even mine and stuff for the same OC. So hopefully their folder system is robust and I can, organize it through there. So we all know this. Google Drive is not free all the time, especially if you exceed their maximum storage limit. Google. So what's our storage limit on these sites and does it cost money? On Unveil, it is free and there's no way to put money into it. They have this special thing where buy some of the website or something like that. I'm not too sure on the details, but it's quite interesting. I just don't have enough money to do it, and I don't know what's the limit or what is the minimum. I haven't looked into it. But you could there's a way that you could own part of the website if you're interested. For storage wise, I believe with each character you can have up to 600 something or other images per character. So that's quite interesting. I don't know if that also includes worlds, that you can only upload so many images like that. Getting up to 600 images is quite hard, seeing that I have uploaded so much as well. I haven't even scratched the surface, it seems. So I like them a lot for a storage place, especially when you go to right click on an image. It has that whole web thing. I think there's a way to get around it, but saving images on there is quite difficult if you are not the owner, which is I like it a lot. Now for Toyhouse, you could purchase 1 month or the whole year. Gosh dang it, all ranging in price, of course, with different little perks, which is so nice. But it starts at $5 and then it ends off at $25 a year. So if you could go that way if you'd like as well. I don't know if it leads you to have more storage on there, but the major perk for doing the whole organization thing on there, for at least for me that appeals, is the whole mass character design and image management, which seems really nice. I kind of like that feature. I haven't used it yet, but I mean I could use it if I put enough money into it. I would like to explore the site more before I put any money into it, but it looks like it might be worthwhile, but I don't know quite yet. All right, Character Hub, Holy Toledo. There is the Plus option and also the Plus Ultra option. Let's take a look at the Plus option. That is 50 gigs of character storage space, special username colors. They'll give you a little more options for your character profile, and that's coming in at a whopping $10.99 a month, or for 1 year, $84.99. Holy frick. So let's look at the Plus Ultra. I'm kind of nervous looking at the next one. So for the Plus Ultra track on there you get 125 gigs of storage space for your characters, which I could exceed, I can assure you that. There's badges, we're just down for the storage stuff, but there's a lot more that you could do on here. For 1 month of that, it is $21.99, or for 1 year, $114.99. Holy frick. That's a lot. That's a lot. I think if things were a little bit more priced more affordably, like Toy House, I think I'd be down to clown. But Toy House has a lot more users as opposed to Character Hub that's just barely getting off the ground. But having it priced like this, I don't know what to think. So yeah. Wow, amazing. We made it through. Wow. I'm going to be exploring these for the next few couple of months. I have uploaded, I want to say, at least 100 characters to each one of these sites. What do I like more so far? Of course, Unveil. I've been on there longer, but I would like to give each site a fair shake, and they're all good in their own rights as well, so I like them a lot. I'm going to get to this more. It takes a long time to organize things and upload all the images. It's going to be a never-ending journey with these whole 3 sites, but if anything goes down, I know I can rely on the other sites. I do want to probably put money into Toy House. I think that seems the most promising. If there's an option to pay for Unveil, I would love to do that. But for right now, there's no valuable way to put money into Unveil. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. You guys have a lovely awesome always. Take good care. I will see you at some point.